The following segment is sponsored by NORTHSTAR Financial and Retirement Planning.
Throughout your working years, you've probably been promoted and received raises, so you continue to earn more each year. How can we do the same thing in retirement? George Fossing and Zach Jenkins are joining us now. They're part of the team at NORTHSTAR Financial, a local area firm that focuses on preparing people for a successful retirement. George and Zach are also popular radio show hosts, and they're joining us now. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, Margaret.
Good morning.
First, is it possible then to retire and then see yourself become even wealthier in retirement?
Sounds counterintuitive, but yes, you can. We see it many times. When you put a plan together for retirement, you want to structure it properly, and that's what you really need to do, and that can happen.
Yeah. Well, then walk us through how it can happen. Like you said, you wouldn't expect to make more once the paychecks start rolling in, but you say it's possible.
Well, when Zach and I get together with folks that are interested in retiring or in retirement, they say, how can we spend with confidence? And that's the big question, without fear of outliving it. And when you start putting the money and giving it jobs, it's a lot more efficient. And what I mean by that is you need, for a lot of folks, Margaret, Social Security is going to be there, but it's not quite enough for most people that we work with. They're going to need more to supplement that. And a lot of people don't have pensions. So what we want to do is recreate a pension for them, additional. We call it a Social Security supplemental plan, a guaranteed lifetime plan, income plan that you can't outlive. What that allows us to do is put money into another bucket for growth.
It's good to know that there are lots of options, but we've seen people lose plenty in the market. So what are we to do about risk and exposure in the market as we near retirement age?
Well, for folks out there getting close to retirement, or those that are currently retired, probably want to dial that risk back a little bit, especially, when it comes to these big drops in the market. You don't want to be on the sidelines waiting for the market to come back so you can go out and live your retirement dream. So we like to think of it as putting money in different buckets. George just mentioned giving money different jobs. Well, put some money in a bucket and create an income stream. Other money could be put aside or in a bucket that is more growth oriented. So that kind of gives you the ability to create what we call the paycheck and the playcheck. So the paycheck is created from that income bucket. Well, it takes care of all the things that you need to take care of in retirement. And then the growth bucket, we can use that to create that playcheck. So you can go out there and do the fun things.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that is absolutely the goal. But if we have an income plan too, that means we're not necessarily tied to what exactly the market's doing. That's reassuring, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a big deal. You just heard consistent messages from Zach and I as far as separating the money. We say it over and over again. It gives a lot of clarity. The big thing is for folks out there, you've been working your whole lives, and you never really needed your 401k or IRA because you had paychecks coming in, right? It was there. You need to access it. Well, that flips when you retire. All of a sudden, the paycheck stops, and you have to look at this and say, if the market goes down, where I'm going to be. So what you want to do first is just recreate your working years. Give yourself a steady monthly, weekly paycheck. That's what we do with people. Set that up. Be tax efficient. Inflation's out there, so we give our clients pay raises over time. It's a very consistent message. It's very low keyed. We really don't want financial drama in retirement, and you have to design that.
Yep, and you just hit on taxes, because if we have the proper tax strategy, that can also lead to more money in our pockets. What should we be considering about that?
You really want to. That's a big deal. Zach and I spend a great deal of time with that because that's something we can control, Margaret. It's, folks, I don't know if you realize out there, but taxes are scheduled to go back to the old tax brackets in 2026. It's only 5 years away. So we have a saying, taxes are on sale right now. It might not feel like it, but they are. They're just going to get higher. I think we all agree. So if you're in front of that and start addressing these tax issues, the way you do that is we sit down with folks and say, listen, is there a portion this year we can carve out, which means take out of your IRA, 401k, pay taxes on it, and put it into what they call a Roth IRA, where it's never taxed again. We do this over and over and over again, and it really helps them down the road in retirement, where taxes are not going to be an issue.
And it also can create a couple of other wins for you, Margaret, because it can reduce the amount of taxes that you pay on your Social Security, so you keep more of that. It also makes sure that you're going to pay the least amount when it comes to Medicare premiums. So it's not just keeping more of your retirement funds that you've worked and saved, invested. You can create some more wins as well with proper tax planning.
And less taxation means less stress on your retirement accounts because you're going to get more in your pocket. Your neighbor doesn't do any tax planning. They could be taxed at a higher rate because they've never addressed it, which means just to get the same money in your pocket, they've got to take out more because Uncle Sam's getting a bigger cut. See the way it's kind of tied in? Retirement's not that simple anymore. To be efficient, you have to address these issues, and taxation is a great start.
People certainly love knowing that the two of you can help us walk through all of these plans and all the decision making as we move forward. Thanks so much, George and Zach, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us again, Margaret. Appreciate it.
And for those of you at home, if you're currently retired or getting close to retirement and would like to learn more about how to protect and grow your hard-earned savings and investments, NorthStar Financial has a great offer for you. Right now until August 15th, they are offering a complimentary, no-obligation retirement report. The report will include potential tax savings opportunities and ways to reduce the effects of market volatility on your portfolio. Their team will schedule a phone call, video call, or future in-office meeting so they can speak with you personally and provide you with a roadmap going forward. The number to call now, 309-8146.